Hey, TL, what's going on? What's a black box? Oh, Howie kind of explained it there. The Divine Sorcerer, Stevie Bow, what's up? Val Brooks, Cheryl Musso, Sixth Estate, Michael Malloy, hello. Big Red, Andrew Smith, Paige Vaughn, what's going on, everybody? Couple loving fun. Hobo, what's up? Broke fishing, what's going on? I still want to say broken fish for some reason. Will be, what's going on, everybody? James Swiley, hello. Oh, I should probably get the link going on down here. Let me put it in the chat and get it pinned. Why does it take so long to pin for some reason? There it goes. Jeez Louise. Who else is here? Fairy Goddess! Yay! You finally made it! Nevaeh, hi! Chug-a-dug, chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. There you go. What's up?
Oh, not much.
Joe, hello! Oh, Vicky Joe, I set off your other cup today. Yeah, I was going through, I don't know if everybody else doesn't know this, but I was going through my cups, and I found 6 of my cups with my logo printed upside down.
Hi, Nevaeh, love.
I was mad, very mad, and
Hi, Andrew Smith.
I sent one to Vicky Joe. And I'm so mad, but I got a hold of the company and they are going to replace the 6 cups that are printed wrong. I was like, I ordered 12 and 6 of them were fine. 6 of them were upside down. Where's the quality control? Yeah. I don't get it.
Hi, Paige Vaughn. Hello, Kirsty Webb. Couple loving fun. Christy Webb, Vicky Joe.
Anyway, I'm thinking. Oh, and the company didn't want the upside down ones back. They told me to keep them or donate them or whatever. So I'll probably do a giveaway, an upside down giveaway, where I give everybody I'll have like, I've got 5 here, so I'll have like 5 people that I give an upside down cup to if you want one. If you don't want one, then they're the exact same thing. It's just my logo has been turned upside down.
Upside downed it.
Yep, they upside downed it. So yeah, I still have 5 Desert Goat. I have 5 of the upside down ones.
Husker fan, hello.
I'll show you what they look like.
Michael Malloy, hello. James Winston, you old bugger. Hello.
James Winston! Husker fan, how's it going?
Cheryl Musso, hello, my lovely.
Anyway, this is them. Yeah, that's weird. That's wrong. It is completely upside down. And so I'll probably just have an upside down giveaway where I give away all 5 all at once.
Conspiracy Media, hello. I haven't seen you for a while.
Hello. Hey, Crazy Frenchman. How's it going? So yeah, I'll probably just do that. I'll just I'll have a giveaway where I have 5 winners and they all get upside down cups. What else am I going to do with them, really?
Hi, Crazy Frenchman.
They're not exactly, I was not happy about it at all. Because I don't, when I order 12 of them, I don't open every single one of them to check them. I am now, but I haven't in the past. I haven't opened them. I've just assumed that they were correct. I mean,
Cheryl Muso, have you sent me your messenger name, or I'm not sure.
Cheryl Muso, why?
Hi there, guys. She wants me to message her.
It would probably be Cheryl Muso.
Yeah, messenger. That's what she wants me to.
Yeah, it would probably be Cheryl Muso.
But I don't have her.
Look it up. Do a search for Cheryl Muso. Just saying. Yeah, see, that's my name. That's what she said. Cheryl Muso. So just look her up on the search, on Facebook search for Cheryl Muso.
Well, hello. How's it going?
Hi, James. What's up? Hey,
Well,
Van.
I heard you talking about upside down cups.
Can't believe it. Unbelievable.
What can't you believe?
Hi, James, you old
Hear that?
tart. How's it going?
I love it. I'll take one gladly. I have to get used to drinking upside down, though. So I guess I better get a bib ready.
The cup is normal. The cup is a regular cup.
Oh, Silver didn't get
Printed
it.
it upside down.
Silver didn't get it. I said I'd have to get used to drinking upside down, though, but I better start wearing a bib.
My father was saying that there's some kind of TikTok prank out there, something to do with hot chocolate and whipped cream, and you put it an upside down. I don't know. She tried to explain it to me, and I was like, I don't get it. Why would anybody pick up a cup that is upside down in the first place? So I don't get it.
Maybe I could drink it and eat some upside down cake while I'm drinking it. Well,
Brooks is drinking tea from my cup.
I will be.
Hey, happy little life. How you doing? Kelly Ramsey, hello.
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 It's awesome to be here.
My kids baked soft dough volcano today. Uh-oh. Good luck with that. Dang it. Well, Vicky Joe, you will be the first one to have an upside down one and a right side up one.
Hi, my happy little life. How's it going?
Hello.
Hi,
No, you
man.
didn't win yet.
Fairy goddess. Hello,
Erica, hi. I saw you over at Shiva's. How's it going?
Verikia.
Hey, Jet.
Hello.
Verica.
Yeah, Verica. Hi, Jet. Hi, fairy goddess, my lovely.
Oh, the prize this week is this car black box. And what it does, it's like a dash cam. I mean, it works as a dash cam, but it also records everything else about your driving, which can be very beneficial to insurance purposes. So that's what the prize is today, is a car black box. And next week, I haven't decided yet. I have way too much stuff here, and so I'm going to try and think. I might do the headphones. I might do headphones again, or I might do the helicopter, or I might do the little phone things, whatever those are called.
Hands-free
phones. Okay, whatever that is.
Oh, and before anyone says no, I am not the giveaway. Even though I would love to go to a lovely lady and a nice home, but I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you, Verica. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that because he was over there talking about how, and in the chat they were talking about how people on their panels are attacking people and they're doing this and they're doing that, and we don't do that here. We don't do
What?
any of that here. We just have fun and just that. I mean, we don't cause any problems. We don't dox people. We don't go after anybody. We don't try to shame anybody. That's for the other channels. They can do all that. I just don't. I don't do that. And I don't shame anybody. Even if I'm on a drama channel, I don't do that. I don't shame people. They try to shame me, but they can't. I mean, like just the other day, I was on Corrosive Commentaries panel, and Bird was in the chat and giving me a hard time about my abortion that I told you guys about, and trying to shame me about it. And he said something to the effect of, "Well, how does it feel to murder a baby?" And I said, "Well, I didn't do it. The doctor did it." When I said that, Steph took a clip of that, and of course, nothing else, just that, and is trying to shame me with that. Not going to work, Steph. Sorry. I'm not ashamed of anything I've ever done in my life because I learned something from it. If you learn from if you learn from a mistake that you make, then there's nothing to regret. There's nothing to be ashamed of because you learned from it. So sorry, can't shame me.
Yeah, I'd just like to say to Fairy Goddess or Val Brooks, you have no idea how much I would love to be the giveaway for you two guys. I would love it.
I'll
because,
bet. Except I can't afford to ship Howie overseas. You would have to be in the UK because I can't afford to ship him overseas. That would be too much.
But all I can say is if these ladies were, genuine and really wanted me over there, I would pay for myself to go over there. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I love to hoover. So.
Jeez.
Wait a minute. What did you just say? You love to what?
Hoover.
What is Hoover?
Cleaning with a hoover.
Oh, you mean vacuuming?
He's like a domestic goddess.
A domestic hamster. I'm gonna get you to come to my house.
I am domestically challenged.
I'm gonna get you to come to my house, and I'm genuine, and I'll even give you your own will if that's what you want.
Nice.
Hey, Keebler. Hello.
I think I just made LT Man feel sick.
Well.
Well, let me just tell you something, right? When I was growing up, it was me and 6 sisters. Well, one died at 18 months old, but I grew up with the rest of the sisters, and I learned how to sew or wash my own shit, do everything like that. I can sew buttons on, patches on, I can sew holes up. I can do all that shit because I was brought up with all the girls. So,
shit.
There you go.
Wait a minute.
I have been very tempted to give away Ninja Cat. Very tempted. on a daily. But
wait a minute. I want to go back to something. You know how to sew?
What?
You know how to sew?
You know how to sew?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you should come here.
Did you sew on a sewing machine?
The only thing I cannot do, and that's to put zippers in on trousers. I can't do that. But anything like holes, patches, buttons, Piece of
But
piss.
you can't use a sewing machine.
No.
No.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. I used to know how to sew, and I forgot all about it once I got on my own. And
MCC, what's up?
and I actually knew how to use the sewing machine. I
Yeah.
knew how to use the sewing machine. I know how to cook. I know how to clean, but I
Uh,
forgot how to sew.
Crystal clear audits. No, I don't have a maid. I do all my.
I need a maid.
I do everything myself. I do
That's why
everything.
that damn bathroom. That's why
I
that
need,
bathroom was so clean.
I need a maid.
Exactly.
I am so domestically challenged. I need a maid bad.
What?
Seriously, I am domestically challenged. I hate cleaning. I hate housework. I mean, I'll do my dishes and stuff like that, and I'll vacuum, but I hate everything else.
And I think the other reason why I'm like how I am, cleaning and stuff like that, is because I've seen some of these shows on TV,
hoarders.
hoarders and shit like that
Oh
that haven't
yeah.
cleaned for like
Yeah,
10 years, and it's like no way on how am I gonna let my home get
yeah,
like that?
yeah.
No
I'm
way.
the same way. I'm the same way. I watch hoarders and I'm going, oh, well, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, but Silver, yours is a clean mess. It's not a dirty mess. It's a
Yeah,
clean mess.
I mean, it needs. I could really use a really good dusting, and I need to throw a lot of stuff out, get rid of a bunch of stuff because I've got way too much stuff for this little
Yeah.
house. But I have looked for like maid services in this area, and there just isn't one.
See, I could come to your house and clean up for you. You'll have to feed me though.
Well, I hope you like takeout because I don't cook.
It depends on what takeout. I'm gonna tell you how you can help with the dusting though, believe it or not.
Wow.
Open up your windows. Open up your windows like when it's warm outside, and that'll help it air out. And every now and then take a broom and like sweep the ceiling, believe it or not, and that'll
I
help get
can't
a
reach
lot
the
of that
ceiling.
mess up. Oh man. Well, the
My
windows.
ceiling is 14 feet high.
Oh gee. Get
Yeah,
get a
and
set. Get
it's wood. It's a wood ceiling. I don't know if you. Let's see if we can. That's my ceiling.
ah. Hey, that looks nice though.
It's a wood ceiling. So, and it's 14 feet up. So there's no way I can. I'm just a short little shit, and I'm only 5'4". So
You only
unless I have a
5'4".
room with an extension, I'm not getting up there.
Oh,
Oh man.
I just reminded myself. I got something to show everybody. Ready?
Oh God, I'm scared. Testing is a scam.
Oh man.
Yay! Wearing a shirt. Wearing the shirt. And they
Yeah.
didn't print it upside down. I'm happy about that.
And a little silver dance.
You can come and clean my house anytime you want. Seriously, I have a rough time with it. But that and my back. So my back is really, and in the last 3 days, my back has been really bad. I am like eating Motrin like candy because it is sore. And so
Wait
I
a
can't
minute.
bend down. I can't.
Your back is sore. Do you have
Bend down,
a
I can't get back up.
wait a minute? Your back is sore. Do you have a heating pad?
I've tried that. It didn't work.
Oh
Just
man.
made it just continued to be sore, no matter
The
what.
only thing I can suggest is soaking in a warm tub with
Yeah,
rubbing alcohol, using a heating pad, and that's about it.
and CBD oil.
I never tried CBD oil.
CBD oil. Yep.
Thank
Now
you,
you made me
Val
think
Brooks
CBD,
and Husker fan.
You might have to make that 4-hour drive. Well, I do have a really nice air mattress that it blows up by itself. You just flip a switch and it inflates, and then you flip a switch to deflate it,
Yep.
So it's really a good one, and it's really tall. It's like it's tall as a regular bed. And so Cheryl, if you make a 4-hour drive,
You can sleep on the porch.
oh, you can no, I put the bed up right in here.
Oh right, okay.
It's right here between my two doors.
I think I added Cheryl to my so I think I might be just waiting for her to. I
Meow,
think
meow, 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 meow. Hello, Stevie.
here he is.
Oh, hello. There's the man with the plan.
Hang on, let me
Pretty smile. You and James have great
turn
smiles.
off my YouTube.
Oh, I'm blushing now.
You do. You guys have great
Yeah,
smiles. Stevie, why are you frozen? You're
I
frozen.
didn't.
He's,
I was
he's
turning
There
off
you
my
go.
YouTube. I was turning off my YouTube because I was getting all the sound. So
You know why he's frozen? Because he's cool.
because I'm cool,
Cool.
I'm so cool.
Yeah, jeez. I'm still so upset about these cups. I can't even think straight. Seriously, that's just the.
You know what, Silver? I would love an upside down cup. I would love
Would
that
you?
better than a right side up cup.
'Cause
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell
that's
yeah! That's
the way it
perfect.
is. It's
I would love
completely
it.
upside down,
I would love it.
and that's the bottom of the cup.
I reckon
Yeah.
that's what they've done. You know, I reckon they actually put the cup the wrong way up, and that's why it's gone upside down.
I don't know. I don't know. I
They
don't
stuck
know.
them in wrong. Yeah, they stuck them in wrong.
Yeah,
Right.
but I mean, I ordered 12s, and they usually make them all at the same time. So why would 6 be okay and 6 not be okay? That just doesn't make any sense.
Hello, Judd.
Because the guy putting in the cups
Fishing.
in been
Trio,
smoking some
hello.
weed today.
I guess.
I keep
He
on the list.
was sober when he made the first 6, and then he went and took a break and got stoned and came back to make the other 6.
You know why it's upside down? Because he saw keeper of the list, couldn't figure out which list he was on, and got scared. That's what it was.
I don't know. I don't
Hi,
know.
Heather.
I'm just mad, and I spoke with the company over chat, and it was almost like they didn't. It was almost like they didn't believe me, and they told me to send them a picture of all 5, all 6. They told me to send a picture of all 6. And I said, "Well, I can send you a picture of 5 because I've already sent one out to one of my winners." And I said, I didn't realize that it was upside down because I don't freaking check them when I get them. I will
What?
now.
Hi,
Did you just give
Patron.
away your secret prize? Your secret
Yeah, I have.
second prize
It's okay.
giveaway?
I don't mind. It's not secret. Everybody in the chat knows it.
We already knew. We already knew. We knew.
Yeah, everybody knows that the bonus prize is a sticker and one of my stickers and one of my coffee cups. But you know, it just made me mad. You know that I because I give these to people as gifts. You know, come on, people, do it right.
Yeah.
Or at least check them before you pack them.
Cheryl, I did.
Oh shit, that's upside down. You know.
I did add you, Cheryl. So I don't know if I'm just waiting for you to come back to me or I've done something wrong. I'm not sure. Doofy.
Exactly, Paige. Exactly.
So Silver, I have a request, and if you say no, I'm fine with it. But I edited my 3rd video ever today.
Oh yeah.
And posted it on my thing. It's for V for Vets.
Oh, okay.
Cool. I made them an intro, and I posted it on my channel. So if you want to play it, that'd be great. Cool. I would love to hear some feedback, like the music sucks or I don't know.
The Resident Evil AMC. Hello, my friend. I hope you're doing good, and I hope you found your cat.
And I would just like to say, I live in a residence, and I feel like my neighbors are evil. So does that make me a Resident Evil too?
Oops.
You're resident and you're evil, so maybe.
Okay.
My
Let's
neighbors
do.
oh, I shouldn't have said that. No, I should have.
Resident Evil is a lovely young man. He's a really nice young man.
Yep.
I love Oscar the cat. Oscar the
Okay, we're
cat
gonna
for
play this.
president.
We're gonna play this V for Vets intro. There we
And
go.
and I want critiques. I want critiques because I want critiques.
Okay.
I worked on it all day, and critiques are good. It has some
All right.
music.
Enlisted in the military to protect our country, our constitution, our freedom.
Yeah, the music's missing, but there it is. Oh, I already have a critique. I don't like the black bars, top and bottom.
Holy shit. Very cool. Very
Like
cool.
it.
Yeah,
Like it.
yeah,
So
I like.
I would like critiques. Like I saw stuff I didn't like, but I got to go
That's
back and tweak it a bit. But
I kind of hate seeing homeless
Yeah.
people.
yeah,
Yeah, I liked it.
that's what
We,
we for vet. We're out feeding the homeless vets, you know. And vets shouldn't be homeless, but PTSD kind of rendered them unable to function regularly and have a regular job and make their house payments or
well, and
whatever, you know. So,
when they're homeless, they can't get a job because
Hmm.
they go into
yeah,
a job and they have to have an address and a phone number, and a lot of these homeless people don't have a phone or an address.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
and a
what
credit
are they supposed
score
to do? You
and
know?
and lots of stuff these days.
You know what I hate about this. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It what I hate about it. I'm gonna kind of look away, so but I'm still talking. I hate the fact that to me it's like the government like encourages people to join the war or to fight, and the people go over there and they get messed up in the head. Our veterans come back, they done lost a limb, they're not okay psychologically, and the government doesn't want to take care of them. It's like,
Yeah.
so we want to finance the machine to go and fight the war, but we don't want to take care of the consequences of the war. And that's
Right.
one of the
Right.
things that have always pissed me off about that. But
Yep.
I think the video is good. I wish more people, instead of getting on here fighting and doing stupid stuff and doxing and all this monkey shit, would get on
Yeah,
here and do stuff like what you're doing. That's what this really should be used for. But I'm ahead
yeah.
of my teeth, so I'm going back to my corner now.
Because
No,
you
I
know
agree.
what? If a vet loses a leg, loses an arm, loses a half his head, or loses something, he comes back. He gets taken care of. But the people that didn't actually get hit with a grenade or a bullet, they're still messed up, and
Yeah.
they have a really hard time fitting back in society.
Sure.
And
Exactly.
Or even
and
just the fact that they had to kill kids, or they had to kill
Exactly.
Yeah.
innocent civilians, and
And
that can
they
put people dead. I mean, that really can mess them up really bad. And
Yeah.
yeah,
our
they can't sleep at night, you know.
no,
Exactly.
And if
and
you can't sleep at night, you can't have a job.
yeah, the government makes has them go there and do that, and then when they come back, the government's like, oh, you're fine.
Yeah. And see,
Oh, thanks for your
You're
service.
fine.
and see,
You're fine.
this
It's
is
not,
Look at,
they're not fine.
Yeah.
they're not
exactly
fine.
because
Not at
my father, he fought in the Korean War and the Vietnam War. He got shot. He came back and he looked okay. He could drive and all of that, but he used to sleep with a gun under his pillow. In other words, he came back shell shocked.
Sure.
It's like that
Yeah.
gun was the only security he had. And can you
Yeah.
imagine the shit he saw over there in the Vietnam and Korean War?
No.
Hey, Chunky
So
Monkey.
Just like to say to Resident Evil, I'm glad you found your cat, my friend. Glad you found him.
Hey James,
yeah,
did you?
Snackasaw. Hello.
I'm just wondering, did you misspell your name or your girlfriend's name Jane?
Jane, yeah,
uh,
Jane
no,
Favara
wait,
is
yeah,
his teddy bear.
yeah, she's my
Oh,
little
okay,
teddy bear.
okay,
She's my little teddy
okay, okay.
bear. I'm waiting for her to come in here, but I
Hey,
haven't
John.
seen her yet. That could
She
be her
got
new song.
Jane and James. That's cool.
Yeah,
Jane
she look. I'm looking J
I
and
like
J.
that.
J and J.
JJ.
Yeah.
That's like my parents, John and Joy.
Ah,
JJ. Same.
so it was a joy for John to have joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rogue Fishing says, reminds me of Wrong Side of Heaven video. Good job. My dad did 20 years and 15-year contact U.S. Army. I always help veterans. Thank you, Mal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Indio, how you doing?
I can't read
Wendy,
the chat, but
hello.
I'll go back and look.
Hello to everyone, and thank you for coming. I'm
Hooray!
going back in my corner now.
About
Oh,
time.
who's here? Finally. I was wondering when you were going to show up.
No, I've been
Midnight.
here. Just thought I'd stay down, but said, nah, I better get up there.
Better get up. You are the fam. You are part of the fam, so you got to be up here. So today's what you call prize
Giveaway.
is the car black box, and it's this thing. And what it does is not only just a dash cam, but it records your speed, it records your braking, it records a whole bunch of stuff having to do with your driving. So it can be really beneficial for your insurance, like majorly beneficial for your insurance.
Now, I just thought of something. Now, it might be beneficial for the people who know how to drive, but that might hurt the speeders. It might hurt the speeders.
Yeah, if you drive like a crazy person, then it probably wouldn't be a good thing. But I don't drive
If
like
the
a
wreck's
crazy
your fault, if the wreck's your fault, yeah, no. But if you're
Yeah,
if you're a good driver, like most people, that's good.
I am a good driver. I'm a good driver, and I drive the speed
Yeah, me
limit.
too.
Maybe I'll go 5 miles an hour over, but only on highways, not in residential areas. I'm the one that will. I'm the one that'll stop and let somebody out. Let somebody out, and because they've been sitting there for 10 minutes waiting for a break in the traffic. I'll be the one that stops and let them out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
So
I always do. I mean, it's just I've been in that situation where I can't. I'm coming out of on a street, and it's there's 2 ways, but I got to turn left, so I got to wait for the right traffic to get a break, and a lot of times you're gonna sit there for a long time. Oh, girl, hello.
Hi, our girl. How's it going?
So,
Hank's Corner. Hello.
Hello, Hank's Corner. Hello.
Ooh.
Hello, hello, hello. So, I mean, yeah, if you drive like a maniac, then this probably wouldn't be a good thing for you. But if you drive legally, then it is a good thing, and it can definitely benefit your insurance. So,
So you would
Yeah.
hate driving in New York City then?
Oh yeah.
if I live in New York City, I wouldn't have a car.
I take a taxi or a bus.
Or the
Yeah,
subway?
taxi or bus or Uber or Lyft or anything but
Or the
car.
subway? Or the subway?
Or
Hey,
the subway.
hey,
That's just no
Silver,
way.
Silver. I want to give a shout out to that free software that I downloaded that I made that video with. It's like super easy to learn. It's free. It's an open source thing, and it's called Shotcut. And
Shortcut.
it's Shotcut, and it's free and super easy to use and user friendly and beginner
Oh, good
friendly.
stuff, Marine.
Yeah, it's the best. Because I could make them with Blender, but Blender's not really made for making videos, and I can make them with Photoshop because I have that. But with Shotcut,
It's a free and open
it's
source cross-platform video editing app for free BSD,
yeah,
Linux, Mac OS, and Windows.
yeah. It's a really easy one, and it's super powerful. And there's like lots of tutorials on YouTube to figure out how to start with it if you're not used to timelines and stuff. I just love it, and it's free. There's no watermark, and there's no emails they give you, and
Nice.
you don't have to sign up for anything else. It's
Yeah,
it's a
That's
really
nice.
nice program.
The whole no watermark. That's really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
all
it's
this
got
talent.
Boss Hub and GitHub. What does that mean? Site 1 and Site 2. I don't know what
just
those mean.
just go to site 1. You got Windows, right?
Yeah, Windows
Then-
installer.
Yeah, just click on the Windows installer, and you'll have it. And
Start download.
it's really awesome. I love it because I worked with a few, and they're always trying to sell you something. They're trying to do something. They put a watermark on there, and they do all these things. This one's just like super easy to use. Super easy to use. Fade ins, fade outs.
Nice.
I mean, I downloaded that program
Cheryl
yesterday.
so yes, you definitely can.
I downloaded that program yesterday, and then went to Pixels where you get like free video and pictures to use. And then I went to YouTube to get a little bit of music and threw it together in
Good luck,
a couple
Creel.
hours.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, all this talent. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I don't know about editing or anything. The only thing I know about is Scanner, and that's
Yeah,
about it.
Creel said he's got to
Scamming?
go having a sewing lesson with 7-year-old.
Oh, gaming? What'd you say, James? All you know is what?
I know about Police Scanner. Now, when you want to talk
Oh,
about
scanners.
yep, I can tell you
Okay.
all about those. But editing and stuff, I don't know anything about it. See, again, that's why I like YouTube, because you meet people from all over the world, and you get to come
Yeah.
across talented people. That's what I think social media should be about. But I don't get paid to think, though. So.
Yeah. Yeah. When the internet came out, I said everybody's going to be so smart, and then we end up with all these flat earthers and
Oh God.
stuff. And
Oh my
I
God.
don't know.
There's
I thought everybody was going to actually learn from it, but actually they just got in their little group, in their little echo chambers, and they found more people in their little echo chambers. But it still is a learning thing, and a lot of people are getting a lot smarter from it.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's that
it's
site
still-
called, Stevie?
what's that? It's called Shotcut.
shot.
SHOTCUT.org. But you could, if you type in Shotcut download, then it skips a couple pages. But don't hit the download buttons, because because it's like they want to put on a browser and they want to do this. That's how they make a couple cents.
Okay.
Oh, did you see this, Stevie? Send 5-finger death punch your group information, and they help vet groups. I have
5-finger
seen
death punch.
5-finger death
Oh,
punch.
okay.
I've seen them at concert. They're awesome.
Oh.
All right, I'll do that.
Cool. Pissed off Marine. Hello.
James, get back in your corner.
Get back on the wheel.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna have to scope that out. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I'll scope it out. I'll be scoping. I'll be scoping.
You
Oh
be
yes,
so-
definitely.
There's a couple. There's like a couple beginner videos on the shortcut stuff, and there's other ones that go deeper, but you can get started real easy. It's like super simple.
Jen Wow. Hello.
Jen, wow.
I'm gonna show you. Hey, I'm gonna show you how my mind works. When you said you
Oh
be
God,
scoping,
no.
yes. When you said you be scoping, I picture you standing there drinking mouthwash.
I be scoping.
Bottle of scope. Ugh.
I'm going back in my corner. I'm going back in my corner now.
Yeah, get back in the cupboard.
Like you.
You say you be scoping.
I just want everybody in chat to know
Yeah.
to be entered into the drawing, you have to post a comment, something not mean, something nice, and you need to hit the like button,
That's
and
it.
then you're entered.
Yep.
That's all. The two things you have to do. Only those two things.
Who's asking how to enter? Stevie, who's asking?
No, I just want to remind them that they gotta hit the like button, and
Well,
they're
yeah,
entered.
I mean, that's
And say
not
something
required.
nice.
It'd be nice.
Can I just say, I think Andrew is he's really getting close, close to crossing the line here.
Who?
Andrew Smith.
Oh.
He says, give Howie Hamster's will.
And
Uh-oh.
pissed off Marine,
do
I
that.
think. And pissed off
That would
Marine,
be
I think the
again,
best.
that would be another shipping problem because
Well, how did he spell it? WILL or WHEEL?
yeah, WHEL. But like again, that would be a shipping problem because that hamster wheel is freaking huge and it weighs a ton. So, so it would be a bitch to ship.
I can't believe people are trying to either have me as the giveaway or try selling my home as a giveaway. It's not on. Leave my wheel alone.
No,
And let you know,
Me too,
I wasn't
Miss
looking at chat. But pissed off. Yeah, pissed off Marine. I think the best scanner app is this. I think it starts with Gordon, but they do a lot of Perkistify stuff. It's a really good app. I'd have to go back and look at it, but I think it's made by Gordon, and it's like got an orange background. That's the best scanner app to me that I come across so far.
I'm only messing with you, Andrew. No worries.
Hey, James, I got a question for you about scanners. If you're a scanner guy,
Okay.
My city just went encrypted. So is there a way to get around that with the scanner?
No, not really. If it's encrypted, no.
You gotta steal a radio from a cop.
Yeah, basically, or become a cop. Because
or become a cop, yeah.
See you in about 5 years.
What they used to.
Why do people text me when I'm live?
I don't know. You tell me.
Urgent notice. You have paid
everybody
one item in your cart. You forgot to set delivery preferences.
It's a scam. It's a scam. That's a scam. Everybody's going to
I
2.5, either phase 1, phase 2,
didn't.
and police are becoming encrypted now. And so if you get a scanner, you won't be able to get it. Even if you get what's the one or that SDS one unit in,
Oh, you
you
are
Ellie,
roboting,
won't be able to
James.
get the copy.
hello, Ellie, love. How's it
James, you're
going?
roboting.
I'm robot.
You were roboting.
You were
Melanie
a couple
Best,
times.
hello.
I'm roboting. Am I
Yep.
Yeah,
roboting
you're roboting
now?
really bad.
Yeah, you are, James.
Oh my. Oh. Am I
Well, not now. It's only every now and then.
still body?
Ellie's in the house,
Am I
Silver.
still?
Yeah, you're roboting really bad, James.
Let me
It's getting
see.
worse.
Like,
It's getting worse.
My goodness.
Melanie, Ellie, hello.
Am I roboting?
You sound fine, Midnight.
Hi, Melly Best.
What about me? Do I sound fine now?
That
Do
sounded
I
all right.
sound?
Ooh,
Do I
a fingernail.
sound okay?
Ooh, I don't want one. I don't want a fingernail.
Sounds good.
I wonder if I got to shorten this wire. But what I was saying was that a lot of police departments are going either phase 1 or phase 2 now, and a lot of them are becoming encrypted. So even if you get a Whistler TRX1 or that new Uniden SDS 100, it still won't do you any good because they're encrypted. So
Yeah, you buy
that's
$600
Oh, you gotta
scanner
have
and it
scanners. I
won't
was
work.
like, what the hell are you talking about?
yeah.
Yeah.
If you love the hobby like I do, then you can find stuff to listen to. But if you're into trying to hoping to listen to encrypted messages, it won't work. So don't waste your money if that's what you want to get it for. But
I
you
know
can
the
still
boys
get.
down in LA, they listen to LA Captain and he's got a good scanner and he plays it over YouTube. And so all you got
Well, now,
all the cop watchers, all they gotta do is listen to YouTube and be on his channel with another phone. And
well, see,
then they hear everything.
I'll tell you what's cool about that. Although a lot of the big cities might kick my butt, like New York City and Chicago and LA, they not encrypted. So you can go to those cities and take a scanner and listen to them. But like for my city and the counties that I live in, yeah. And
Yeah.
DC, if you go to Washington DC, their police department is encrypted. Yeah.
Yeah. The smaller police systems they can encrypt because what do they gotta buy? 50 new radios? But like LA
Yeah.
would have to buy like 5,000 new radios for everybody.
But,
They have to
but
change
you know,
everything.
But you know what? We were talking about that last week. It's all about to instill fear and to make money. They hike the taxes so they can run out and buy all these expensive radio systems and install them. And the first thing they tell you, oh, look at 9/11. Oh, it's for officer safety in this day and age.
Officer safety,
Yeah.
yes, but never about
Hey,
public safety.
Well, the thing is, look at how long the police departments weren't encrypted. And look at how long we didn't talk about officer safety. Now all of a sudden, officer safety, and we got to become encrypted. It's all about instilling fear and making money.
yeah, and in the last 2 years, the number one death rate, the number one killer of police officers has been COVID. It's not been
And
something
before
thought
from the
that, it was
radio.
no.
It's not
I
even
thought you
car
were gonna,
wreck. It's not even heart attacks. It's
I
COVID.
thought you were gonna say it was eating too many donuts.
Well, yeah,
I could.
it's eating too many donuts and then getting COVID. That's what kills them.
Yes, the FBI is keeping tabs on me and Howie.
Yeah.
That must be a one boring job to sit there and monitor me and Howie.
Yeah.
That'd
Well,
be a boring job.
all I've got to say to the FBI and the CIA,
Yep. I second that.
And the
No
I'll
doubt
NHS,
if they watching us now.
I'll say,
the NHS is watching you.
like I said the other day, when everyone was on. It's like, if they're that scared of, like, same over here, the police say, "Oh, it's terrorism, it's terrorism." But if they think like that, then the terrorists have already won.
Yep. Yep.
That's true.
You don't think like that.
I just don't understand. I mean, police are constantly saying, "For your safety and mine."
Yeah, I hate that.
It's for your own safety, not my safety, because police are not police are not obligated to look out for our safety.
No, that's right.
They are not obligated to do that. And so when
No,
they say
they're
it's for
not.
your safety, then what they really mean is that I don't give a shit what happens to you. I give a shit what happens to me only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing as when the cops say, it's reason why it's for police safety is because I need to get home at night. Well, so do we.
Yeah, so do we. I mean, you're
Yeah.
not the only one with a freaking home and kids and family. I mean,
That's right.
Well,
They're not
well,
the
they
only
get
one.
paid. They get paid to make sure we make it home at night. That's their job.
they get paid regardless.
We get paid regardless, but
That's right.
it's supposed
They
to be
get-
their job so that we
Yeah.
get home at night.
They get paid to make money off of us. That's what they get paid for, making money off of us.
Although there's no more quotas, as they've kind of eliminated that. But man, oh man,
I'll tell you what. I watched
Go
a
ahead,
video on YouTube about a guy saying, "Oh, you're just getting your quota," and this cop just flipped the fuck out.
Yeah, like that one the one that flipped out on First Media.
Yeah.
He got suspended. Well, what I should say is he's on a paid vacation.
Which he shouldn't get paid for, because if you're not at work, then you don't get fucking paid. End of.
Yep.
That's like any other job description. If you're not at work, you don't get paid.
Yeah. And in Russia, there's two sets of cops. There's the traffic cops, and there's the cops. And the cops, the cops don't do anything traffic, and the traffic cops don't do anything outside of their realm. There's two sets of police, and that's what we should have. And there's hardly any traffic cops there. People don't get tickets there, hardly at all. You don't get pulled over for expired registration. You don't get pulled over for a headlight out. It doesn't happen. I wish we had that kind of system.
Ever since the pandemic, police have stopped pulling people over for minor traffic infractions.
Yay!
That's
Yeah,
good,
well,
and
that's gonna change, but
And in Russia, it's like
pull you over for
the traffic. The traffic cops in Russia don't have guns. They don't carry guns. The regular cops carry guns because they do cop stuff, like fights and whatever.
But cops
Domestic
and
disputes.
traffic cops in Russia don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about nothing. You can call to report some crime, or you can call to report some traffic, infraction of some kind, and they'll just like, whatever. No.
They're like, we'll get there when we get there, and then we'll bring you down to the station, and you guys can fill out forms and do that.
Too many times I've watched Stop a Douchebag, and
oh yeah, that's where I know that from.
Yep, they can give a crap. They don't care.
Well,
they want to fill out a bunch of paperwork.
You know what that sounds a little bit like, though, to a certain extent? It sounds a little bit like the NYPD. Because the NYPD, they have something called the Highway Division, and the SOD, that's the ESU, which is Emergency Service. Then they have the regular unis. They also have the sanitation police, but them the ones you call when you do dumping.
High sticks estate.
But
they got
the cool part about it.
Wait, they got garbage police, sanitation police.
Yeah, like sanitation
wow.
police. Like if somebody is like got a junk car and they're doing illegal dumping, that's who you call. But the cool part about it is, I don't know if I ever told you this, they sell beer all night in New York, and if you're drinking beer and you're not bothering anybody, they won't mess with you. They won't really bother you because they're like, we don't have time to go and harass somebody who's drinking beer and not bothering anybody when somebody up the street is getting shot. So that's one of the reasons I miss New
Yeah.
York. Here, the cops
Yeah.
got
What
too much time.
what made
I
me
hate it, but New York, they're like,
Go ahead, Howie.
yeah, what made me laugh was when this pandemic started. I see a thing on YouTube where this person got pulled over by the cops and he had a note slapped up against his thing saying, "I have COVID."
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And they're like, okay, go home.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
I thought that was funny as hell.
oh my God, that would be awesome.
My first beer I ever drank was in New York State because the legal limit to drink was 17, and I was 17 just after my birthday. So I got to go to school.
Then I'm not going to tell you.
Beverage at all was wine, and
I'm not going to tell you that I was hanging out in this place called Tompkins Park. It sits at the corner of Green and Tompkins Avenue in Bed-Stuy. And there's this store that stayed open 24 hours because it got 24-hour stores. And I kept walking across the street getting a beer, drinking it, walking across the street drinking a beer. And I ended up drinking 6 40 ounces. Of course, I was like 30 years old, though. And that was in great old Brooklyn.
yeah, I've only been drunk twice in my life. And that was the first time was I was, what was I? Maybe 14.
14.
My brother, my brother was having a
14.
party, and I thought, I've seen in the movies where they take a jug and chug it.
Yeah.
So I did that with a jug of
Like
wine.
Popeye.
Yeah,
Gallon of wine.
I passed out, got sick a little bit. It was bad. And then the second time I got drunk was I was doing champagne shooters.
Uh-oh.
Or no, champagne slammers. That's what they were called. Champagne slammers is where you put about a shot of champagne in a glass, and then you cover the glass, slam it on the table, and then which makes
a glass
foam
of
up.
what? Like a glass of beer?
No,
Like a
glass
Boilermaker?
just like a shot,
Boilermakers.
just a shot of champagne in it. That's all it's in it. Just champagne.
Oh, and then you put it in an empty glass?
Yeah, you put it in a glass, put the champagne in a glass, and then you cover the top of the glass with your hand.
Oh, and you make
it
it foam up.
Make it foam up,
Yeah.
and then down it really quick. And I was chasing it with beer.
Oh man, no
Bad
wonder.
idea.
There you go.
Next thing I know, the room is spinning, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. And so on my trying to get out of the bar, I fell over probably 5-6 tables, and I mean it was bad, and that was the last time I ever got drunk. No, thank you.
Well, see, I'm gonna tell you, this is drinking 101. You never mix it.
Yep.
Never ever mix it. Now I can tell you about the time
smoking weed 101 is never. If you're gonna smoke weed and drink, smoke weed before you drink, or if you drink first and then smoke weed. If you get drunk before you smoke weed and then you start smoking weed, you're gonna get sick.
You're done. You're gonna be on the floor if you do that.
And drinking 102. Always make sure you eat something. Always eat something to coat your stomach. Feed that alcohol.
Before I went out, I used to drink a pint of milk.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
That'll do it.
A pint of milk.
Yeah, something in your stomach.
To help coat your stomach.
Before I used to go out drinking, I used to have a pint of milk.
Help coat your stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst time I ever got drunk, and this was one Christmas, I was going around all my friends' houses and having a drink at each house and coming back. And when I got back, I sat in a chair and I was afraid to move my eyes because everything was a ring fan. And
Yeah.
I just said, I was just like, don't move, and then I sort of like move my eyes, and then it'd be like, oh fuck.
You know, that reminds me of this time I drank some Cisco, and I sit there,
Hello, darling.
Hi, something about
hello, and I made it home. I lived about 12 miles away. I jumped on the
trails
bus,
are
rode
somewhere.
home. I don't know how I did it, but when I sat down in the chair, it was crazy as hell. Every time I opened my eyes, I felt like a roller coaster going up and coming back down. But then when I closed my eyes, my stomach felt sick. So I was like, man, I didn't know whether to open or close my eyes, but I finally fell asleep. That's why that Cisco, some stuff just because it's cheap don't mean it's good.
Yeah, no. I mean, we used to, all my friends that drank, they would all drink that MD 2020.
Oh gosh.
Hi,
Oh,
something about
yeah.
Oh God,
bless you, love.
that shit will knock your dick in the dirt quick.
I don't know how the hell somebody could drink Jim Beam. The guy said, try this, it'll taste good. I tried it, it tastes like crap. I don't know how much 7 Up I put in it. I still couldn't get rid of that stinking taste. I was like, I'll never try this shit again. I wouldn't even make my worst enemy drink that crap. Jim Beam.
I don't
Yeah.
like any hard liquors at all. I've never liked them. I didn't like
No.
the smell. I didn't like the taste. So I've never,
All whiskeys, no.
never a
All
drinker of
vodkas, no.
whiskey, vodka, rum, tequila, any of that. I didn't like any of it because it just smelled really bad. So
Yeah.
if I was going to drink
I-
alcohol at all, I would drink Bailey's Irish Cream, which is a
Oh.
liqueur. It's not an actual liquor.
Yeah.
It's a liqueur. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it
Liqueur.
can get you drunk. You have to drink a lot of it to get drunk. But, I didn't like that
Yeah.
feeling. I don't like the feeling of being drunk. So I drank Bailey's so I could have an alcoholic drink without getting drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a beer drinker, you could kind of mix a little bit of rum in there because it's the same kind of alcohol.
Man, no.
The only thing I can't
But you can't.
smell of anymore, and that's gin. I
Gin,
cannot take the smell of gin anymore.
what? Gin?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's you know what gin. The trick is mix some 7 Up with it.
And
And
shall
the best
I
thing,
tell you why I can't stand the smell of gin?
why?
Because I used to drink it, but I had this stuff from an American, and it was 100% proof.
Oh man, I'm surprised your stomach didn't burn
Are
out.
you talking moonshine?
No,
No,
you
this
said
was
100
gin.
proof. That's 50%.
Yeah, that's
God,
50%. It's only
ew.
If it's
50%
100%,
alcohol.
it's
It's not
200 proof.
Yeah, 100% proof. This gin was.
No,
My
it's one or the
That's
other.
50.
100 proof is
50%.
50%.
50%.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
You know,
Well, I
for it
tell
to
you,
be 100%, it would be 200 proof.
I tell you,
Well,
I drunk
That's what
some.
the party was for 151.
well, put it
Drunk
this
some
way.
gin and it burnt my esophagus.
Well, put it
Yeah.
this way. I reckon if I put it into a car, it would run it. That's
Probably.
all I'm.
Oh.
That's all
Well,
I'm
that's
saying.
where our moonshine is
Yeah.
here.
And
We call
I tell you something else too to keep in mind. A lot of these foreign beers seem stronger than the American beers because I drank some Irish beer and it knocked me
Midnight
out.
Rider.
It'll probably come back.
Midnight
That
Rider.
Yeah,
that Irish
beers are funny that way. If you drink your
and-
standard Budweiser or something, you're used to 4%, 5%, light or whatever. But yeah, they got beers 9%.
Well, have
You know
ever
what
seen
messed me up?
what?
You know what messed me up is like Thailand. There's the beer called Chang beer, and you never
Oh.
know. It says 5%, but you never know. You never know. Can you drink 2 or can you drink 8? You never know. It's just like you roll. It's like a roll of the dice. They don't control.
The only
They
beer
don't
I ever drank
control like.
in my life was Coors Light because it
Coors
was
Light.
it tasted the least like beer because I didn't like beer.
Yeah,
So if I was
It's
going
like-
to have to drink a beer, I would drink a Coors Light because it
That's-
was the least bitter.
That's
And,
Yeah.
cool. That's like Kool-Aid.
Coors Light's pretty good. I used to drink Coors Light until my wife said, "Oh, that's just like seawater. That's just salty water." And I'm like, "Damn it!" After she said that, every time I tasted it, it was like, "Yeah, it's just salt water."
yeah,
I used to
like
love
I said,
drinking
it's the least
snaps.
tasting of beer.
Oh, snap.
Schnapps,
Okay.
what?
Love it.
Raspberry, peppermint. What were you drinking?
Anything.
Peppermint schnapps.
Oh, somebody just said on there, Broken Fishing said Vaughan, Page Vaughan, B-52s. I had them in Germany.
Oh my God,
Oh,
B-52 will put you under the table so fast.
That's okay, Jeremiah. Nice to have you here, even though you're late. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I remember Schlitz.
yeah.
Didn't like it.
Oh, I remember that too. I remember Slits, Old Milwaukee, Private Stock. You know what I did? Like I did used to like Zima. I liked a lot of the sweet stuff, like strawberry daiquiris, lemon lime daiquiris. I even
It
loved
was
Zima.
the sweet. It was, Bailey's Irish Cream is sweet, and I could drink it several different ways. I could drink it with coffee. I could drink it on the rocks. I could drink it
Yeah.
Bailey's and Frangelica on the rocks. I could,
Well,
you know,
let
It's
me
nice
a
to
lot of
sip.
ways I could drink it without, getting drunk.
let me ask you
Yeah,
this: 'cause
that's a nice to sip drink.
you like Bailey's. You used to like it. Have you ever tried coffee brandy?
No,
That tasted good.
I
You
don't
mix
like
it with
brandy.
milk. Oh, never mind.
I don't
I
like
can,
brandy at all. So
yeah.
Coffee brandy tasted sweet, but you had to mix it with milk.
you brew
Can
your
I
own beer, Page?
can
Oh
I
wow!
can I just ask everybody on panel and in chat, have you ever tasted chocolate coffee?
No,
What do you mean?
no,
You mean
I've
chocolate
never
Chocolate
tasted
coffee
I've
with
had
coffee.
it.
liquor?
I've had chocolate in coffee.
Yeah, chocolate. This is chocolate coffee. It comes in like a little oval, no, not oval, but it's like a tin like that, and it's
Comes
chocolate
in a
coffee.
tin.
And it is delicious.
I've
Ah,
never had it.
Hmm.
Never even heard of it.
hmm.
I've never
Yeah,
had it in a tin. I make a
It's
mocha
not.
every day, but
It's like a mocha. That's what chocolate coffee is
I've
to
never
me.
had I've never
There
had
he
it in
is.
a tin.
You're back.
Midnight.
Where'd you go?
I did have
It's not
chocolate. I
midnight
did
yet.
have coffee ice cream, if that counts.
Having a problem, it froze.
Oh shoot! I hate when that happens. Dang it!
And my answer is no, Howie.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Never had chocolate coffee. No, I've never had it either. I mean, I've had mocha, which is
Mocha.
coffee with chocolate.
I've had
You know, I
mochas and I've had canned coffee, but I've never had mocha
What
canned
the hell's
coffee.
going on? Everybody's violating the cock. What's up with that?
Yeah, and hit the like.
I
Hit the like, guys. Hit the like.
I just had an epiphany. Howie likes coffee, and that explains why he runs around the wheel so fast.
That's
Because
it.
he
There
does like
you go.
Guys,
I
you
figured
figured
it
them out.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Full of caffeine.
That's why my poor little legs run the ass off it.
That's for sure.
You're on your
Oh,
bollocks
Silver.
off.
As we got some more people in, do you want to show you what prize we got this week?
What?
Do you want to show you what prize
Tequila.
you're giving away this week?
I like
Black
tequila
box.
too.
Like
Black
3 times already.
Oh, okay.
Where have you been?
Do it again. Do it
Hey
again.
guys, it's the black box.
Do it again. It is
Just
this.
Black
every
box.
30 minutes.
It is a
It's a
car
yellow-
black box, which is basically the same thing as a black box in an airplane, but it's for your car, and it's also a dash cam, so you can, if you get in a wreck, then you know whose fault it is.
And
it's
it's also
because it
it's also-
records your speed and your braking and all that. It can be very beneficial to your insurance. So that is
And
And it's also
surprise.
a cockpit. It's also a cockpit voice recorder. So
and
Is it?
just for the record,
with it too.
and just for the record, that black box is not my father.
Oh,
Let's see. It has
I was
James,
saying,
stop
I
being
was gonna say
racist.
something, but I can't say it.
voice recording. It is a
Get back on your
desensor,
wheel.
camera, viewer, voice recorder, file recycle, optional GPS in LCD screen, um, automatic power on and off, support auto ignition boots, turn off, shut down, motion detection function, time synchronization. It's a JPEG. The photo format is JPEG, so that's nice. That'll be easy. So, it says
I just want
language.
I just want everybody to know that you're here for nothing because I'm gonna win it. I've been waiting to win something for like 29 weeks, 158 weeks. It's finally my turn. I'm gonna win it.
I wonder if it has. If it
I'm
says,
still looking for my teddy bear. Where could she be? That's the name
James,
of.
you want to say something black?
Yeah.
Oh, Broken Fish, definitely Benny Hill. He was funny.
as a matter of fact, speaking of Benny Hill, I've been
At least now you can say you black.
I've been watching these videos called the Hollywood Graveyard. Where they go around and they just video. They go around and video, famous people's graves.
Oh,
And I watched one where they showed Benny Hill's grave.
Benny Hill?
Benny Hill.
Wait a
Where's he
minute.
buried at?
Hey, the one,
Where's he,
new one
where's he buried at?
in England.
Well, I know
Oh,
England,
yeah.
but I was
know
asking
exactly
how
which
he.
town. I don't
Is
know
it
which town.
northern, southern?
I don't know, but he's got a huge stone.
Oh.
Just a flat stone, but it's huge. It's really big.
Is there like nipples on it? Because I would imagine there'd be like nipples on
But in a different video of Hollywood graveyards, they went to the grave of the guy that wrote the Benny Hill song, the theme song.
Oh.
So it's really interesting. The channel is called Hollywood Graveyard.
I've been watching it. It's good.
It is really, really good. They go all over the world, and not just like movie stars, but like people in history. Like, did you know Abraham Lincoln? His remains were moved 18 times before they finally settled, and no one still to this day doesn't even know exactly where he's buried.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, and
He's
like
the most famous Republican we have.
yeah, and he there's one guy, I can't remember who it was, but there was some guy that has been moved more times than Lincoln, but Lincoln was the second. His remains had been moved 18 times.
Hmm.
Well, when I die, don't move
Marilyn
me.
Monroe
Don't move
was
me.
moved. Marilyn Monroe was moved from one cemetery to another.
Yeah, don't move me. When I die, don't move me. I don't like to move.
I'm gonna be
It's too much
cremated, and I
work.
don't care what
Packing all
happens.
that stuff. Yeah,
I already told my kids.
I had to move enough times in life. I don't want to move.
I already told my kid I'm going to be cremated, and I don't care what you do with my remains. I don't care if you just dump them in the garbage. I don't care. I don't.
Oh my
care.
goodness.
Yeah, I won't care.
Smoke them.
Smoke them. Go ahead.
Smoke 'em.
I have no problem with that because I'll be dead. How would I care? There's nothing I can do about it.
Smoke them.
I can
Fertilize
come
the
back
plant. Do
and
something.
do that.
Yep.
My daughter,
Maybe you
I
could
know
just
my
stick me in
youngest
the
daughter
ground and
wants to
forget
make
about
like
it.
a necklace. She wants to make like a necklace out of some of my ashes, but I don't know. I don't know about the rest of them. I don't. Like I said, I don't care. I don't care what they do with them. I said, just toss them somewhere.
I
Put
have,
Yeah.
them in the
I
ocean
have
with
my
my
mum.
brother and my mom.
I have my mum in there.
There you go. That
Oh,
was
wow. Yeah, there you go.
cool.
Yeah, see, my daughter wants to do something like that for
Yeah, I
my
got some of my mums. That's it. And I
I
always take it.
like when my mom died and she was cremated and I had her ashes for about a week in my house and I was so creeped out. I did not want them in there. I don't want a dead person in my house. So, but my kids both wanted some of her. And so I went to I think Michael's craft store and got some little vials and some little wooden boxes that they would fit in. And I had to go home and put my mom's ashes in these little vials, and I was so creeped out the whole time I was doing it. And finally I was like, you know what, we gotta do something. We gotta go, we gotta take her ashes to the beach, and I don't want them in my house anymore. It's just, it creeped me out. I didn't want them.
I
I
say
didn't.
because every time I go to bed, I always say good night, mum, miss you and love you. I always say that.
I don't. I don't miss.
Wow.
I don't miss my mom.
Can we take a poll of
Hey, Fred
everybody
Franklin.
Hi, Fred
everybody
Franklin.
on panel and everybody in chat? Do you
Yeah.
believe in ghosts? Is a one.
Yes.
Yes.
One. Yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Two. I'm a two, and two's no. Two. For
I
me.
don't know.
I don't
know if
believe
I
in
believe
ghosts.
I don't know. I've never seen one. I've seen some weird shit, and I've had some weird shit happen. But I don't know if that was paranormal. I don't know if it was anything. I have no idea. So I don't know.
I was just wondering.
I
It'd be nice
do
to do a little bit.
100%. Yeah.
Divine
We
sorcerer.
we got 2 1s in
Yeah.
Joe Black is number 2. I'm with Joe Black and Silver.
Well,
Hi, Joe.
I'll tell you something funny. When my mother passed away, she was buried in pink, right? And I had a relative, I'll say it, what the hell? My sister, she passed away. And the funniest thing is, I didn't know what she was going to be buried in. And one night I fell asleep and I saw somebody with pink on, but their face was blurred out.
Blurred
And
out,
then I
yeah.
saw somebody with blue, and their face was blurred out, and it felt like I was going up, but then I woke up, right? Kind of I found out later that my sister was buried in blue.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she ended up being blurred. So I can't
She's
really
done.
say if it's ghost or not, but I definitely believe something is there. You know?
Yeah.
Age, me too. I did not get along with my mother at all. She was a drug addict for a long time back in the day when doctors would prescribe Valium. So she was a Valium addict. And then when the doctors finally figured out that she was an addict and wouldn't prescribe them to her anymore, she turned to alcohol. So she was an alcoholic for the rest of the time. And
The opposite way.
not a good thing. And then my
You
dad,
talking about my mother and your mother.
yeah, my mom
My
was.
mother alcoholic and then turned into a drug addict.
Oh, you were the reverse of mine. Yeah,
Yep.
mine was a drug addict first, and then an alcoholic, and then my father, who had never drank a drop of alcohol ever in his life, or done any drugs or anything like that, but he was just an asshole. So.
See, now, you know what I mean?
Like,
I love my mum to bits.
yeah,
Like that.
yeah,
Couldn't stop.
Yeah,
Couldn't stop.
my mom
yeah.
and I, no.
Hey, so I
Nope.
think me and Howie really are brothers. Hey, Howie, I think me and you are brothers. Cause I love my mother. I cried at her funeral. My so-called father, I used to call him sperm donor for a while. I couldn't stand that
Yeah.
bastard. And my
Yeah.
aunt, she was another scumbag I couldn't stand. When both of them passed away, I was like, oh, they're gone. Okay, where's the next beer at? That's
Yeah.
exactly the way I felt. When my mother passed away, I cried, I had tears and everything. But when they passed
Yeah.
away, I was thinking to myself, yeah, good for them motherfuckers. Two less assholes I got to worry about. That's
Yeah.
exactly the way I thought. So
Same with
my
me.
aunt,
Same with me. I could
my
care less when they were.
I'll say, but
oh
it's
wow,
like when you're kids, right? When you're kids, and if you hurt yourself or anything like that, who do you go to? You go straight to your mum.
yeah,
Mm.
that's what I used to
I would,
go. I
I
used
would go to my brothers
to
before
go
I went to my
to.
mom.
Yeah,
I
but
would
that would
literally go
be
to
Yeah,
my brothers.
I would
If I
fall
hurt,
and hurt myself.
yeah, if I fell and hurt
I'd
myself,
fall and
I
hurt
would
myself.
cry to my brother.
If I fell and hurt myself and I went to my mother, she said, come here, let me kiss and make it better. If I were to go to my sperm donor, he'd be like, oh, you're acting like a sissy. And my aunt, that
yeah.
bitch, she used to call me cockeyed and chicken addict because I could only see out one eye. So, yeah.
Mm.
Two real winners.
Yeah, I mean, like Jeremiah Sullivan says, his mother passed away 15 years ago, and I still miss her every day. I wish I would have had that. I
Yeah.
really wish I
Yeah,
could have had that with my mom, but my mom wasn't having anything of me.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I always, every time I go to bed, before I go to sleep, I always tell her I love her, I miss her,
I
and good night.
me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bye. Bye-bye. Same with my dad. I mean, I was closer to my dad than I was my mom, even though most
Same.
all my life, I mean, my mom and dad got divorced when I was 10.
Yeah.
And even though I lived with my mom until I was 16, I never lived with my dad. But later in life, I got closer to my dad than I ever was with my mom. And I didn't have the patience for I don't have the patience for that kind of abuse.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. I
yeah.
won't put up with it, and I won't be around it.
Holy shit, Cheryl, that's not good.
Because I got abused pretty hard, even from my dad when I was a kid. The last time that my father hit me, the last time he came at me with a belt, but he was coming at me with the buckle end. That he was
Right.
going
Oh,
to hit me
yeah, I
with
can
the
believe
buckle,
that.
not the leather part. He was going to hit me with the buckle. And he got a couple of good whacks in, and I stuck my arm out, and the belt kind of
Yeah.
wrapped around my arm, and I
Yeah.
grabbed it, and I yanked it out of his hand, and I started beating him with it. Like, you like that? Does that feel good? Are you happy now? And I mean, and then I ran out of the house. And that was the last time he hit me. The very last
Good.
time he
One
ever
for the good guys.
and
One for the
because I
good
fought back.
guys. Yep.
Now my
One for the
mom,
good guys.
didn't usually hit me. She would do a lot of the grabbing me by the arm with her fingernails, like and digging her
Oh
fingernails into my
wow.
arm.
Ugh.
Yeah, she would
Now
do that a
see,
lot.
now see my
That
aunt,
and verbal
because
abuse.
I lived with my aunt. That bastard used to like to hit me upside my head and knock my glasses off my face. And she said, "Yeah, all you gotta do is knock his glasses off his face, and that bitch can't see." And like I said, she used to call me cockeyed chicken addict. Told me I would never amount to nothing. Oh yeah, it was real fun living with her.
My dad even put it in his will. He put it in his will that he was disappointed that I did not become a productive member of society.
Yeah.
Yet, my two brothers, my older brother was an alcoholic, which ended up killing him. My younger brother has hardly held down a job ever in his life. I have worked a lot more than my brother ever has, but because I was the girl, I didn't matter as much as my brothers did.
Yeah, you were like the black sheep. Yeah.
Yep, I
Yeah.
was absolutely the black sheep, and that's
Yeah. And
fine. That's
with
fine.
Same
family,
to
I'm the
me.
only one. I'm the only one that went to college and got an education. I'm the only one that raised two kids on my own. I'm the only one that had my own place, and I didn't have I worked, and I never asked my father for a dime my entire life. I never asked him for a dime, and but I was the black sheep.
Yeah.
yeah. And
I'll
see,
say
with
Page Vaughan had a good thing on in chat. That is 100% true. What Page Vaughan said.
That people who have good mothers are blessed. They are the gifted ones.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. With
So
family,
No, not that one. It's
Oh, people don't realize what a gift children really are.
yeah, 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 yeah. And with
You have to
family,
have a kid to understand that.
Yep.
exactly. Well,
And I,
the
They're given
craziest
and
the craziest thing is now my aunt, she made differences between my mother's
yes,
kids
Cheryl.
and her kids. And so she treated us like crap. And what finally made me knock the piss out of
yeah.
her
Happened that.
was she got to fighting with my youngest sister over a damn can of tuna fish. And I went to try to break it up. Yeah, I went to try to break it up and she hit me. And I pushed her to get me off me. And she went to she picked up an umbrella, hit me upside my head and knocked my glasses off. And when she did that, now I was 19. I pinned that bitch up against that wall. I beat her motherfucking head in. Then I left. But my point is, she never put her hands on me anymore after that. So again, well for the good guy.
And you know that because of the way I was treated, because I was hit. When I had kids, never once did I ever lay a hand on them.
Yep.
Not once. Not even to
Yep.
spank. Not even to. No,
No.
not even nothing.
Nor
Never.
did my mum.
I
No, nor did my
never,
mum.
ever hit my kids, and
Yeah.
because when my dad and my mom would hit me, it didn't make me respect them. It
Exactly.
made me hate them, and
Exactly.
I didn't want my kids to feel that. I didn't want my kids to hate me like
Yeah.
like I did my parents.
Exactly.
yeah, because you're bigger than them and you use that to your advantage. That's the worst thing you can do.
Yep.
When you could talk with them and engage
Yeah.
them
Talk to a
psychologically
child. If you
and
talk to a child
logically,
like an adult,
and they could
you'll
explain their because
you'll
even
get
at 5
further.
years old they can explain their point of view,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
you can talk about that.
I never treated
Yeah,
my
I
kids like
never
they
hit
were.
my kids.
I
I
never
hit
treated
one of
my
my
kids
kids
like they were
once. I
children.
spanked one of my kids once, and I regret it. But it was just like one time. He was like 7. I spanked him once, and only one smack. But I regret that
You know what I
because
can't stand is when
I was the big
people.
dad. I was the big dad. If you spank your kids, you've lost control already. You've
Yep.
already lost the
Yeah.
game, and
And
Yep.
you're just using the sides against them.
so many people will say, "Oh, you just need to smack them around a little bit here and there," So
That's what the
Wow.
Bible says.
that
The
didn't
Bible
teach me
says, "Beat your
respect.
kids,
That didn't
spare
that
the
yeah,
rod,
spare the
spoil the
rod,
child."
spoil the child. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that
that's
didn't
bullshit.
teach me respect at all. That taught me
Yeah.
fear. That taught
Yep.
me fear and hate.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
And
exactly.
Exactly.
I didn't want my kids to
Yeah.
experience that.
No.
Yep. Exactly.
And somebody somebody will say, "Oh, well, yeah, I spank my kids because they need to be, they need to be disciplined." No, you can do it with words. You can discipline your
Yeah.
child with words. Like when my youngest, I was putting some laundry away in her closet, and I found one of one of my marijuana pipes in her closet and some weed. And at the time she was over at her grandmother's house. So I called her up over at her grandma's and I said, "Steph, when you get home, we need to talk." And she goes, "About what?" And I go, "About what I found in your closet." And she's like, oh. Well, when she got home, I simply put it as simple as I possibly could that number one, she's under 18. You're under 18. You cannot have this stuff. It's illegal for you to have this stuff. But understand that if you were to get caught with this stuff, nothing would happen to you. It would happen to me.
Yeah.
And I said, when you're 18 and you're an adult, you can do anything you want. But for now, you can't do it because it's illegal and I will get in trouble. And she understood. She got it. She completely understood, and she doesn't even smoke pot now.
Dragonette,
I like
hello.
I like what
I
Pluto just said in chat. That's great.
No,
Perfect.
beat her. I explained it to her.
I love these comments, and I love the comments in the chat and on the panel. And what you
Yeah.
made me think about is, if you like develop a relationship with your child early on, and you show them love, then they are going to listen to you. And I say
Yeah,
that because you think about the words. My mother, all she had to do was talk to me. And when I could look in her eyes, I could see the hurt. That made me feel bad because I was like, I'm hurting somebody that I love.
Yeah.
And I don't ever want to do that again. Now, when my father talked, I was thinking to myself, I wish you'd get the fuck out my face. When my aunt talked to me, she didn't talk, she liked to hit. But you could see the difference. I don't miss my father or my fucking aunt, but when it comes to my mother, yeah, I missed her. Who did the hitting? Who did the cussing? And who showed the love? The one who showed the love is the one I missed. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, so I didn't get from either my mother or my father.
Yeah.
At all. Even
Hi,
like
Dragonette.
my father lived in Seattle. I lived in Portland or Beaverton, and I would see my dad once a year at Christmas, and we would go up there and can you win a new brain?
What are you laughing at? Are you laughing?
We would go up for Christmas, and my brothers would have massive presents under the tree. I would not. I would have books. Books. That's it. Books. And
Books and socks.
after a while, and then there was when my older brother died. He died right before Christmas, and we got together for Christmas. We went to dinner on Christmas Eve, and it was the first Christmas without my older brother, so it was kind of melancholy. And my dad decided to make a speech, and he told my little brother, that he was the head of the family now, and that that he was so proud of him, and yada 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 yada. And then he went and said something to his wife, and how yada yada yada. She's a wonderful person, and oh my God, she's a good wife to my son, to his son. And then he would move down the table. Well, when he got to me, he goes, "Silver, your hair looks good."
Wow.
And moved on.
Well, damn.
And I at that point, I completely shut down. I just went, okay, wow, really? You praised my brother. You praised my brother's wife. But when it comes to me, all you could say was, my hair looks good. That's it? Holy crap, my daughters were there.
You know what I think part of that was? After you stood up to him and beat his ass, his pride was hurt.
Well, that
was part of it.
When I beat him back, that was I was probably, oh God, I was probably maybe 11 years old, 12 years old.
See, you know what stuck out in his mind?
This was in 1999 when my brother passed away.
But see, you know how I'ma say it. Don't shoot me. But you know, men have pride, and you know what stuck out in his mind? This fucking 11-year-old beat my ass. She didn't let me win. God damn it, she didn't let me win. I'll never forget it. And he never forgot it. That was part of it.
I could not, I could not wrap my head around that. I could not. It made me feel like, holy crap.
Hey,
Yeah,
You think that little of me.
Yeah.
That's all you can come up with? Because your hair looks good? Really? Really?
Well, you know what the good part of that is, though, is that you did grow up to become somebody. You raised your kids well. You're doing good for yourself. So that's all the fuck that matters. Fuck them.
Yep.
Dragonette, if you wanted a new husband, you could have me, but I am a long way away.
My brothers would kiss his ass because my father was rich. He was a millionaire. And so they would kiss his ass so they could get money out of him. I hated the fact that he was a millionaire, and I hated the fact that I was struggling. And I I had no choice but to stand up to him. It's like when I was homeless for a year and on the streets, and I would go, and I am an anti-theist. I am non-religious. I would go to a church for help before I would go to my father.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. And
that says a lot.
I won't. I would not go to my dad for help in any way, shape, or form. Now, my brothers, both of them, were constantly asking him for money.
And he was giving it to him
Dragonette.
Not once, not a dime. I've never taken a dime from my dad that I asked for. If he gave me money free without me prompting it, if he gave me money, I would take it. He would, whenever I'd go to visit, and when we go to leave, he would, slip $40 into my hand or slip, $50 bill into my hand or something. I would take that, but I never once asked him for a dime. Not once.
Yeah.
Never. And, and then it wasn't until I was in my 40s that he decided that he bought my brother a house. And so he decided, oh, well, maybe I should buy my other kids a house. And so one day he called me and said that he goes, what would you rather have, your own house or your own business? And I said, well, my own house, because business is, up and down. You don't know what that's going to happen. And so, and I go, wait a minute, you're going to buy me a house? What does that mean? You're going to be my landlord? No, I don't want that. No, thank you. No, I do not want my father as my landlord. And he said, no, I'll buy you a house free and clear, and I will pay the property taxes on it for 10 years, and then I will turn it over to you. Well, I said, okay, that's fine. You're volunteering it. I'm not asking for it. And so he bought me a house. He gave me a $200,000 limit for the house, right? Well, I lived in that house for 12 years. And finally, I called my dad and I said, why isn't this house in my name yet? And he said, because your younger brother, Kevin, when I bought his house, he went out and took out a second mortgage on it.
Oh,
and
wow.
I go, and how does that have anything to do with me? I am not my brother. I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to, turn around, get a house free and clear, and then take out a mortgage? What sense is that?
Yeah.
And he convinced it was actually 13 years before he actually put the house in my name. And then once it was in my name, then I had to pay the property taxes, and that's what was, it was killing me. But he figured that since my brother did something, that I would have to do the same thing. I'm not my brother.
That's
I am
true.
completely different from my brother. I have sense.
That reminds me of my sorry aunt, because she told me I would never amount to anything. And then guess what? I got a job in the mail room and I started saving money and dressing nice. And she's like, "Oh, you coming over here with all this fancy shit on?" I was like, "No, I'm coming over here with the shit that I bought." And she shut up. But it's just crazy. It's I said
Lovely
it
redneck.
before.
Yeah, I just don't
Hey,
understand how my
you know what I think though?
we
I,
all
I I
we're
think
all
people
the
who
same.
treat you miserable. I
That's
think
what
people
I
who treat you miserable, it's something wrong with them.
think.
They are miserable and they don't want to face the fact that they're miserable, and so they take it out on others. But I hate the fact that they take it out on a kid, because with my
Yeah.
aunt, her daughter was a crackhead and her granddaughter dropped out of school. But instead of saying, "You need to get your lives together," she chose to take it out on my mother's kids, her sister's kids. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Silver.
Okay. Yes.
That back then, I don't know how many years ago, that my brother took a loan out, my youngest brother, and he had my number in for backup.
You mean for backup? You mean as a cosigner?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Wow.
I would never cosign for anyone.
No, nor do
No
I.
reason. I will never cosign
That-
anything
uh-uh.
for anybody.
Me neither. That
My best.
No,
that-
'cause you will end up with that bill regardless.
Yep.
Yeah, one of my best
Yep.
friends asked me to do that for him, and I said, "No, I can't. I haven't got the money."
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no.
don't blame.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Never
blame you.
cosign. Ever, ever, never,
Uh,
never. Not even for your own children. No, no, no. Bad idea. Worst idea ever. No, I am not going to co-sign nothing for nobody. No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Silver. At least
Yeah.
my daddy did that for me.
I mean, I didn't even have a credit card until I was in my 50s. Late 50s is when I had my first credit card. Because
even have a
my
credit
first husband
card.
had a bunch of credit cards, ran them all up to the max, didn't pay them, and then filed bankruptcy on them.
Wow.
So that scared the crap
Oh,
out of me.
God.
That bankruptcy, because we
Wow.
were married, hung on my credit for 10
Yep.
years.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because of that, I wouldn't get a credit card. Well, now I have 4 credit cards. I have one of each: Discover, American Express, MasterCard, and Visa. And those are the only ones I have. I don't have any more. And I have like one of them has like an $8,000 limit on it. I think I've spent maybe $150 on that one. I am super careful with these things. I don't want to. I don't want my kids to end up having to pay for them. You know what I mean?
You've got good sense, Silver. You've got a lot of sense. My youngest sister, she was married, and her husband kept wanting to get a joint bank account, and she said, "Hell no." They ended up getting into a huge argument over the years. They ended up getting a divorce, and she ended up selling the house. Come to find out, he had a whole bunch of debt. He had gotten in trouble up in Maryland, and then the police came looking for him. And she was like, "Can you imagine if I'd have had all that shit tied to my record?"
Yeah.
Yep. I
Because
did.
he
I
was
had
not.
that bankruptcy hanging over my head for 10 years because
Yeah,
we were married.
and then he
And
liked going out writing bad checks. He liked going out writing bad checks and then cashing them. So they finally caught up to his ass. But she's
yeah,
like, "Can you imagine if I'd have had all that shit? If I'd have gotten a joint bank account with him, I look like I'm crazy?" I said, "You don't want me to answer." I was like, "You don't want me to answer that."
I mean, the bankruptcy hung over my head for 10 years. Then, but because of that, because it was there, I was scared to death to get any kind of credit, you know, for the next 20 years. I couldn't, you know, it scared the crap out of me. And now, you know, the first credit card I got, I only filled out the application as a joke because I didn't think I would get one. I didn't think I would get it because of my past history. And apparently, my credit went from my credit score. I don't know if you guys know what your credit score is. My credit score used to be around 410. That's bad. That's really bad. Now it's up over 700. So, but holy crap, it scared me for a long time to get another credit card. And now I have only 4, one of each, no more, not going to get any more. You know, I'm constantly getting offers in the mail, but they go right in the garbage.
Right.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Nope,
Yeah.
nope, nope.
I'll say me and Silver are very similar in some ways, where, you know, growing up we never had the money, and but now we have money. You really look after your money, so you don't do stupid shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I do. I look.
Yeah,
I'm
I
very
do.
careful with my money. I mean, I know what I can. I know what I can spend frivolously, which I consider all these prizes that I buy frivolous. You know, because I'm giving them away. But and I know how much I can spend, and I know how much I can't spend. So
Yeah.
I'm very, very, very careful with it. So and I got an email saying something to the effect that she couldn't believe how much I spend on shipping, and it's really not that much. It's about, you know, to ship one of those priority mail boxes. It's about $16 to ship, and whatever I make on YouTube covers that.
Yeah.
You know, you know, I do it 4 times a month, and whatever I make on YouTube covers that. I
Yeah.
don't make a lot on YouTube, of course. I'm you know, not that big, but I do make, you know, about $100 a month off of YouTube, and you know, that covers the shipping for me to ship out prizes. Now, what is used to buy the prizes, that's my own money and Howie's money.
Yeah.
But it's not money.
Oh, hang on. Can I just say something? Silver doesn't actually spend my money.
No.
I do.
No, I don't spend other people's money.
I just wanted to get that straight, just in case, you know, we get some dickheads.
Well,
but you know,
Jeremiah, there's 4 weeks in a month, and I have a giveaway every Friday, so I mail 4 times a month. But it's like I said, it's only like $16 to mail one of those priority mailboxes.
Yeah.
And if it has to go overseas, if it has to go to the UK or something like that, it might be a little more. It might be like, you know, $20 or $30 to mail over there, but that's okay. YouTube covers it.
The camera that you mailed to me was $15 and something.
Yeah, it's not that much. It's, you know, that people. I've gotten an email back from people many times saying, oh my God, you know, you spend so much on shipping. No, I don't. I don't spend very much on shipping at all, you know, and it's I don't mind because I love doing it. You know, I love doing the giveaways. I love doing the giveaways.
I think the most expensive thing you sent, Silver, was to me. That was cheese nips.
Yeah, that was expensive. That was about a $90 shipping fee. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
cheese nips?
Yeah.
You said cheese nips?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, you can send me some cheese nips if you want.
I love them.
And get them. James. No, they don't have them in the UK.
But it tastes so much better. It tastes so much better when it comes from the West Coast.
Yeah.
I would tell you.
That was about $90 to send those to the UK.
I'm gonna tell you something that's so
It goes
damn
by
funny.
the size of the box and the weight.
Yeah.
So, you know,
That's why I like.
when I send him what was it? 6 boxes of cheese nips.
I think it's 6 boxes.
6
I think.
boxes. Well, I left them in the box, and so they stack high when they're still in the box. The second time I sent him cheese nips, I took them out of the box and just sent the bags.
Yeah.
And that was cheaper. That was
You know what I think is so neat, and that's why I like discussions like this, because you find out there's different should say cultures, but there's different things in different parts of the country and different parts of the world.
Mhm.
And y'all got stuff over there in Australia that we don't have here.
Yeah.
And even when I lived in New
Australia.
York, Australia, I've seen stuff in New York that I don't even see here. And so it's neat to hear the different names.
Yeah.
They had something in Australia. I can't remember what it's called, but like I'm subscribed to None of Your Business, and he was showing some of the snacks they have over there, and I was like, well, damn, we don't have that here.
Mm.
So I just think it's neat.
It's awesome.
There's not a lot.
Freaking awesome.
Jeremiah, I have 4 credit cards. That's not really a lot. One of them I've never used, so it's still just nothing on it. But it's not a lot compared to compared to a lot of people. Some people have like 10, 15 credit cards, and they're all over. Nope.
No.
Just 4. Just 4.
And pay off your credit card every month. You're best off to pay off your credit card every month. Don't pay the interest.
Yeah.
No, I pay it before the year is up. I pay it. I pay over the minimum payment. I don't pay the minimum payment. I pay if the minimum payment is $35, I'll pay $50.
Yeah, good
and that brings it down quicker, and you're paying less interest.
Yeah, because the interest is what kicks you in your ass. The interest is what gets you anyway, Yeah,
the principal. So that's why you pay more than the minimum payment. They want you to pay the minimum payment. They really want you to pay the minimum payment, because that way they're going to get more interest out of you.
Exactly.
So if you pay over the minimum payment, bring it down quicker, then there's not, they don't get as much. They don't get as much. They don't like it when you do that.
Exactly.
They don't like it when you do that.
I was saying to Silver about we have like some American stores over here, and I looked in there and I looked at a box of Fruity Pebbles, and they wanted £14.
14 pounds. 14
Pebbles?
Wow.
14 quid they wanted.
They're like $4 here.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
It's like 3 quid.
I mean, Fruity Pebbles are gross, but
yeah. But I was
like
just
Cocoa
looking at the
Pebbles.
boxes. And I thought,
Especially cocoa. Yeah.
What?
Cocoa Pebbles are even worse. I mean,
what?
I like
you?
I like Cocoa Puffs, but I don't like the rice, chocolate rice. That's weird.
I don't like the rice either. But Cocoa Pebbles, I'm insulted. I'm going back into my corner now.
That's what Cocoa Pebbles is a rice cereal coated in chocolate.
But see, they taste good. What is it? You remember the Cocoa Rice Krispies? Those are the ones that taste like I could say what. But the Cocoa Pebbles, they nice. I like those. Fruity Pebbles,
yeah.
Affect your credit card here in Canada? I mean, affect it good or affect it bad? I don't know.
Probably bad.
What?
I don't know when the last time I've eaten cereal.
Wow.
It's been a long time.
The last time I ate cereal last year.
Been over years.
I eat stuff like salmon for breakfast. Stuffed salmon. Can you believe that? Eating dinner for breakfast and then eating cereal at night.
Yeah.
My kids.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Ask for pancakes for dinner, and I'd make or sausage and eggs. And
I love pancakes.
I'd make it or French toast for dinner. I got no problem with that. As long
You
as they're
know it's
eating
so
something.
funny. You know it's so funny because you're talking about that, and I just talked to my buddy in Brooklyn about 3 days ago, and he was eating bacon for dinner. He said, "I'm home, and I just got a taste for some bacon," and I laughed. He says, "Hey, I used to eat pancakes for dinner." I was like, "Damn." And we're
Yeah.
having the same discussion today. Is that hey? Is that telling me I should start eating pancakes for dinner? I
The,
wonder.
the, the
Jeremiah
stereo.
misses the butter in Ireland. It's so much better than here, no additives. That's why you
Oh,
make it yourself, Jeremiah. You make your own butter. It's easy. It's really easy. You just get
Do y'all want to laugh or say yuck?
cream, put it in a blender, and just keep blending it until it turns solid. And then you empty out all the juice, all the whey is what it's called, and then you've got butter. That's all it is. That's all.
I can't
butter
believe it. I can't believe it's butter, or is it
is.
not butter?
No,
I
Yeah.
can't believe
all
it's
you
not
got to do is
butter.
just you can use a mixer, you can use a food processor, you could put it in a like one of these. You could put some in here and then just do that for about 10 minutes, and you'll have butter.
Like a shake weight. Like a shake
Yeah.
weight
Huh.
with milk.
Yeah, just
Oh,
but
do the
not with
shake.
milk.
Yeah, butter.
Milk won't work. You have to use cream. Milk will just curdle on you. But they just keep agitating it for about 10 minutes.
Agitating it.
Takes about that long. Agitate it, and pretty soon you'll have butter.
Well,
And
now
make
wait a
sure
minute.
there's no hole in it because it'll
Wait
spittle
a
at you.
minute. You said agitated. That would make it upset. I couldn't resist.
Agitate like a washer. A washer agitates the
Yeah.
clothes.
I couldn't resist. I just couldn't resist.
Yeah, just flip it off.
I'll tell you, the favorite breakfast cereal for me is Sugar Puffs.
Sugar
And
Rush.
yeah, love them. And after about 15 minutes, when you go to the toilet and have a pee, you can smell the sugar in your pee. It smells just like sugar.
Alright.
Ew.
Hey, now that made
Oh,
me
no.
think of sweet pea. Sweet pea.
You're lucky you can make a sandwich. Jeremiah, go make me a sandwich.
Hey, is a sandwich like a manwich?
No, a manwich is a meal.
Cheryl Muso said, I've been wanting an Amish friendship bread.
I've never had that. You know what I like is halal bread, Jewish bread. Oh my God, it's so
Silver.
soft so soft and fluffy. It's so good. Oh my God.
Silver, there's something I want to tell you, but I'm so embarrassed to say it.
What?
Oh, come on.
Text
Get
it
it
to
out.
me. Text it to me. Text it to me.
I got tore up today.
By
Of the
who?
last 3 meals that I've only eaten sausage and scrambled eggs and mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
Yeah.
You put mayonnaise on your eggs?
Yep.
Mm.
That's why it helps tires my bowels up.
I bet. Gross.
Ah,
But sausage
I'm
and
not,
eggs. Sausage and eggs for a meal is good, but just no mayonnaise.
I'm not a big mayonnaise on eggs fan, but I did used to like to eat a lot of cheese and eggs.
Cheese and
So,
eggs is good.
see,
See,
wait
what
till I
is
think about
mayonnaise made out of?
Yeah, I know people that you put ketchup on eggs, which is
yeah, that's the extreme.
but
That's
with sausage,
yeah.
I like maple syrup to dip my. I like to dip my
Oh
sausage.
yeah. Maybe we
Silver.
really are brothers.
Silver.
Yeah.
What is mayonnaise made out of?
Well, it's made
Like-
out of eggs and oil,
See,
but it's gross.
yeah, that's
I
kind
mean,
of
I like mayonnaise like on sandwiches. I like mayonnaise like in tuna fish and stuff like that, but not on eggs.
yeah, the oil that kind of does it.
Yeah, the thing we have over here is like uncut bread, which isn't sliced. So when you slice it and you have a sandwich here, you got about an inch on both parts of the sandwich. Then you got your filling, and we call that a firkin. And
A
people say,
what?
I say, what's a firkin? They say it's a firkin big sandwich.
Oh, it's a freaking-
Because you've
Now-
got about 2 inches of bread, top and bottom, and then the filling. So you call that a firkin big sandwich.
See, that's too much bread. That is way too
Now-
much bread for a sandwich.
Now I'm gonna show you where my mind is. When you said that, if
I
you
thought
were
you
Scottish,
said Merkin too.
if you were Scottish, you'd say firkin, firkin. Now in American, that would be fucking. A firkin, you must be out of your
I don't
firkin
think if you
mind.
all know what a Merkin is, but
You must be out of your firkin mind.
Yeah, it does actually mean fucking as well, but this is firkin.
Flash in Canada, I would love you if you sent me some Canadian maple syrup.
Oh wow, yeah. Hey,
Because
that's
that's
neat.
the only true maple syrup is from Canada.
Okay, I think we better all put our things in there, for him to send us some. Let's get our orders in.
Send me some maple syrup from Canada. I would love that. That would be amazing.
You know
time
what
to
I
make
thought-
your order.
You know what I thought was cool? It was this soda in New York. It was like a fruit punch soda. I'm not sure if it was from India or what. But when you first drink it, you don't taste it as soon as you drink it. You taste it like after you drink it. So it had like a taste, like an aftertaste. So if I drank some fruit punch soda, it had like an aftertaste. After I drank it and went down, then I could taste the fruit punch. They had that in New York, but they don't have it here though. What? Oh, that was a great soda there. I forgot what they call it. It came from India, I think, though.
Oh, I don't know. I have never had something like that.
Oh man, see, that's why you got to move to New York.
Maple syrup whiskey?
Maple
I
syrup.
don't like whiskey.
What?
You never have Lucky Charms in Ireland? What the
Maple
hell?
syrup.
Why wouldn't Ireland have Lucky Charms?
What?
That makes no sense. I had Lucky Charms today for breakfast, as a matter of fact. How can Ireland not have Lucky Charms, for God's sakes?
Because they're bloody,
Fun.
because they're bloody stupid.
Oh my!
That's just weird. That's just weird. Of all places in the entire world, I would think Ireland had Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Maybe they think it's racist.
Yeah, maybe they do. Maybe I don't know.
They might say that. Hey, that's an insult. Not all Irish are leprechauns. Don't bring that shit over here, man. Don't bring that shit over here.
Yeah, but you forgot. No one really knows Futoy's real identity apart from me. He is actually the main governor of
Ireland?
what James said.
Firkin? He's the mayor of
what-
Firkin?
No, what did you say that Futoy was?
I said Vuto is a lot of things. Was he a leprechaun? Was
Leprechaun.
Leprechaun?
He's the main head leprechaun.
I thought he was the owner of O'Charlie's. I thought he was there.
Futoy is awesome.
Oh,
Futoy has been coming to my channel since the beginning. I mean,
Yeah, Futo is a great little bloke. I like Futo.
Yeah, Plutoy.
You don't
I'll
come
tell
up
you
on panel more often.
I'll tell you what.
Come
When
up on panel before the
Futoy
time's
comes up
up.
on, when he comes on panel, Futoy, when he comes up on panel, and he shows his face. Well, what he doesn't tell you is he photoshops the top of his head, right? And the only reason why he photoshops the top of his head is to cover up where this pointed hat used to go, and his head used to go into the point.
Point? Leprechauns don't wear pointy hats. Leprechauns wear top hats. They wear top hats.
Well,
I was thinking of gnomes.
well, I just want to say you don't want to touch Futoy's pot of gold because that would get his piss boiling. You don't want to touch Futoy's gold. That would get his piss boiling. Don't mess
I'll
around
tell you
with
what.
his gold.
There's no way I would touch Futoy's jewels.
What do you mean? What do you mean they aren't real? Yes, they are.
Futoy, you're going to damage your
That's like
little
saying
kid.
unicorns aren't real. If unicorns aren't real, then why are they the national animal of Scotland? Tell me that. If they're not real, why would a whole country make them the national animal?
If it don't, Futoy, then get up here.
And good night, Paige Ron. Always good to see you.
Who did we lose?
Paige Ron is saying, gotta go. So good night, Paige Ron. Always good to see you. Oh, Stevie Mail just dropped.
Oh, Stevie.
Yeah, because Stevie knows what time it is.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
See, Stevie knows what time it is. We're going to finish. Silver's going to rush off to the Kazi, and then we're all going to say goodbye. See you Saturday.
man, that
Yep.
gets me pissed.
I'll
Now
see you
that
Tuesday
gets me
or tomorrow.
that gets
Yeah,
me
tomorrow.
pissed. That gets me piss boiling right there when it's time to go.
I will go live at noon tomorrow, people. Noon Pacific time, 3 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock UK time.
Well done.
Which I'm assuming UK and Ireland are the same.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of lined
Yeah.
up
Yeah, they do.
globe.
They beside each other.
Yep. What was I saying? Oh, today's the prize that y'all are playing for today is the car black box.
You said
I
that
haven't
4
decided
times
what I
today.
want to do for next week, so you'll have to wait until Tuesday to find that one out. And but I'm sure it'll be something pretty cool. So
It'll be awesome.
no matter what it is, it's gonna be cool.
It's James's glasses.
Well, that got me
Anyway, thank
Get
you
back on the
everybody
wheel.
that showed up here today. Thank you everybody that came up on panel. Midnight Rider, James Winston, Stevie Mel, and I appreciate each. Yeah. Howie, you're always here, so you're the co-host. I feel like thanking myself. So anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. Check out my merch on my merch channel or on my merch channel. Check out my merch store. I have all kinds of cool stuff on there, and definitely you don't have to be here tomorrow to win. I will put your name in the title, but at least check. Please check. If you don't show up, then at least come back and check to see who won on the title.
Yeah, like I did last week.
It freaks me out when I announce the winner and then they don't show up for a week, and that freaks me out. So check back and to find out if you won or not. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate it always, and I love each and every one of you for sure. And thank you for being here and supporting me. And I will.
And I enjoy everybody. I enjoy
everybody tomorrow.
I enjoy everybody on chatting in panel, and I always have a good time when I come here. See, I should smile for that one if I can smile.
Yes. Yay! Okay, everybody, I'll see you tomorrow and again on Tuesday for another round of this. Always remember.
Oh, hang on,
Be
hang on, hang on.
nice.
Oh, damn it.
Damn it, what?
What?
I was going to get everybody on panel to say, be nice.
Well, you still can.
Be
Be
nice.
nice.
Be nice to
Be nice.
everybody.
Be nice. Be nice. Everybody
Be
be
nice.
nice.
Be nice.
Good night, all. I love you.
Good night.